All right, welcome everyone to another edition of Deconversion Stories. And wouldn't you know it, I hit the right intro this time. Lately, I have been all over the fucking place, hitting the wrong damn intros, and I even get a slow clap. Oh, it's speeding up. Here we go. Joining us today is lovely Olivia Hill right over here, who's going to share with us her kind of a deconversion. She really... Well, you know what? I'll let you tell the story, Olivia. But some of the things I think, because we chatted a little bit in the messages beforehand, and you were talking about how you're people kind of abused you a little bit when you were younger, right? Threw shit at you, kind of tried to take you down a few notches or whatever, right? Probably. And I think one of the most interesting things you said is that your folks had you baptized because they didn't think you were going to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Can you start us off with that?
Yes. I was born around 1995 of January 30th. I was born with a lot of problems. Like I had a blood clot in the brain, the umbilical cord wrapped around my throat. I had like a cleft left foot, no left hip, and no left kidney. And downstairs area, I couldn't use the bathroom. I had a colostomy bag when I was a baby.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
God's perfect design.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the messed up part of that, the doctor who delivered me, she was like, I'm a Filipino Christian or Filipino Catholic, and she had the audacity to tell my mother to her face that my birth was the payback for all the sins that they did, and that I shouldn't survive.
Really?
Yeah.
So they figure they screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
So now God's going to get back at them through you.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. When my mom told me that, I was just looking at her like, why didn't you get up and slap her? I would have slapped her.
Yeah, there's no rule against slapping doctors. They're not cops.
I mean, they slap you when you come out, right? So
yeah,
they might
just
as well
hit them
turn around
back.
and kick you in the face.
You're owed one slap per doctor, I think. If you're born in a hospital, you're owed one smack. You can cash it in whenever
if you're born in a hospital. Well, I guess because some births do happen outside of hospitals, sure. I was born under the turnip truck, so there you
go. Under the full moon.
And so when I was born, I had to go through in and out of surgery and stuff to change my cleft foot into a nub so I could wear prosthesis, and the reconstruction surgery so I could use the bathroom downstairs and not use a colostomy bag. And that's when they also found out I had one testicle and 2 deformed ovaries that they removed when I was a baby.
Wow. Holy cow.
Save some for the rest of us. Jeez.
it's like they tried to stuff you with the full package, and somewhere it went wrong.
Supposedly, from what the doctors told me when I was 10 years old, I was born intersex. I had androgen and sensitivity syndrome that made me both male, female. Like I was supposed to be born a male, but I had female body parts in me, and they had to remove the ovaries because if they kept the deformed ovaries inside me, I would have had ovarian cancer at a young age.
Jeez. Oh, shitty. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good that they did that then.
Yeah. So when I was a baby and I stayed in the hospital, a couple of nuns came in to bless the babies, and my mom and dad did that for me because they didn't know if I was gonna continue to make it through all the surgeries. So
I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, their intentions were, I don't want to say pure, but I think their intentions were well-meaning.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't survive, you would have, in their minds anyways, gone to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we're all born sinners, for fuck's sake, whatever that means. So, yeah. So I understand the sentiment there, but yeah, I mean, still. All right. So, now that you've been baptized, but you were telling me that your folks weren't really religious; they were far more spiritual.
Yeah, they were
that means, but...
I ain't gonna lie, my parents are weird. They believe that there's a God and a devil, and there's heaven and hell, but they don't like associate with like Christians, Catholics, or any of those religions, but they like were open about it.
Okay.
So,
okay.
so
Do they
like
believe in
my mom,
Christ, or?
yeah. So like when I was young, my mom told me that there's a God who created everyone, and He loves everyone like one big family. Like He loves all everyone, like white, black, Asian, Latino, gay, straight, bi. So at a young age, I thought, hey, there's a God who created me and loves me, even though I'm different from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I went to school and learned the messed up things about religion from other people. Because their views on like disabled people are not too pretty.
Nope. Their views on many folks that aren't the atypical Christians isn't too pretty.
Yeah. Like this, like when I was in kindergarten, it was like around the 2000, and I never knew anything about how religion hated the LGBTQ people. So around kindergarten in the 2000s, I came across like a boy and a girl fighting. Supposedly the boy broke up with the little girl, and I intervened and I stopped them. And then when the girl and the other kids left, and the little boy started crying. So I asked him like, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" And he's like, if I tell you this, you won't tell any of the other kids or the teachers because I'll be in trouble." And I'm like, "No, I won't tell anyone. What is it?" And he goes, "Well, it's because I'm gay. I was only dating that little girl, so nobody would like be suspicious." Like,
right.
Yeah.
And how old was he?
We were in kindergarten. This happened when we were in kindergarten.
And by the way, way to keep a secret. You just told the entire internet this poor kindergartner's business. Worst secret. I ain't telling you shit. I'm never telling you a secret. You're gonna put it on the internet. You're gonna be on Neil's show. You're gonna be like, "Hey Neil, I got one more story to share." And by the way, Mikey told me he wets the bed, and that's because
can confirm.
This joke has backfired horribly.
I removed your wrench, so you don't have privileges anymore.
You're wrench free.
Yeah. So, yeah, that actually happened in kindergarten. That was like my first experience of like why religion and how society is hateful towards the LGBTQ people. Like, it was messed up.
Yeah.
Then after that, I didn't see that boy ever again. Like, he just disappeared. And like, what happened to him? And that's when I started seeing evangelicals on TV preaching how gay people are evil, they're demons. I'm just like, that is so wrong. Like, Mom told me God loves everyone, so why is everyone hating gay people?
What's the deal with that?
Yeah, it's their book. It's the damn book. That's what it is. Flying. What is it? Flying Depor wanted to offer me promotions on Twitch and stuff like that. Promotion or channel or whatever. Thanks, but I'm good. Thank you very much.
Hey Neil, it's a bot. You don't have to talk to it. It has zero. Okay. It has 0 friends, 0 followers, 0. It's a bot.
Okay. Well, thanks, bot, but I don't need any.
A blocked bot executing order 66.
Excellent. So yeah, well, since you haven't seen that little guy since kindergarten, I wouldn't worry about spilling all the secrets.
Yeah.
How's he gonna find out anyways,
right? He's in the after party. You told.
Yeah, actually, I figured it out. Yeah, thanks, bud. So, so you also mentioned something like you felt kind of spiritualistic too, but you never really, you weren't sure if you had a belief in God. So
yeah, I was kind of like in between, like if there's a God, cool. If there's not, then it's still cool. But at a young age, being born disabled, I had a lot of bullies, and a lot of them would tell me how God hates disabled people, that disabled people are burdens to their family, useless, and all that stuff. So when I was like 6, 7 years old, every night I would pray to God, hoping that he would like give me a real left leg. And every morning I would find out, I would wake up to find I'm still disabled. Like, come on, God,
Right.
make me normal.
Right. Yeah. Apparently he didn't make us like salamanders or
Yeah.
whatever those things are called, where we can regrow our limbs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've seen people on TV being healed.
Mm-hmm.
Stamp out ableism. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yep.
So did your family ever go to church, or did they just like for certain ceremonies or stuff like that, or?
Nope. We never went to church. We never read the Bible. I didn't read the Bible for the first time until I was like in middle school. And the first time I went to church was when I was like in the 5th grade, because my sister was a juvenile delinquent. She was in and out of juvenile, and one of her friends asked her like, "Hey, like, how about you come help with like the local church and try God and see if he could change your life and stuff like that." So she thought it was a great idea to drag me along, even though I was like, I don't like churches. I don't really like this God thing. But she still dragged me along, and it was horrible. I was the only one that was secretly not believing in God, and this whole like jam-packed church of believers, they took all of us kids into a special like room in the church where we did like Jesus arts and crafts and stuff. And all the kids were all looking at me like, hey newcomer, do you believe in God? Do you love God? And I'm just like, no. Why would I believe in a God that would not heal me, a disabled person?
We're playing pin the nail on the Savior. You don't want to play with us?
Yeah, no. And when I told them that, they just like were in shock, and they just like completely ignored me. Like every time I try to talk to them and say, "Hey, can I get a crayon or something?" and they just like would like move away from me. I'm just like, oh man, I screwed up.
Hey man, you got a yellow? Do you love God? Oh God, I've made a mistake. Okay.
Yep. Then
I gotta go to the washroom. See you guys in a bit.
Start the car, Mom.
Look at it.
And then after the arts and crafts, they took us into like the main area where everybody like listened to the pastor like praying and stuff, and like everyone's up close to the stage. I'm the only one at the farthest in the back of it, closest to the door. Because I'm like, dude, they're going to sacrifice me. They're going to find I'm a non-believer. They're going to kill me. And then my sister comes on the stage. She's like, come on, Olivia, get closer to the stage. Come on. We're going to do like activities and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm fine right here. I'm fine right here.
That's it. He's got that little lectern up there. It's probably a ceremonial dagger in there. I ain't going up there.
Yep. And then the weirdest thing happened. Like first, it was a chocolate pickle eating contest. All the teen girls were up there eating this.
Whoa!
Stop!
Chocolate pickle.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the address to this church? I changed my mind completely. I'm back on board, baby. Alter or not, I'm back on board, baby.
I'm sorry, chocolate.
Yeah, it was all the teen girls doing this eating contest, and you had like the pastor to the left of the stage, just like yeah. I'm just like, what is going on?
Some freaks.
Like, I need to get out of here.
Some certified freaks. 7 days a week. Eat these chocolate pickles. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, hold it. Were they actual pickles covered in chocolate, or were they just chocolate?
Yeah.
Pickle-shaped chocolates?
No, they were actual pickles covered in chocolate, and they made the teen girls do an eating contest. And I had to watch my sister do it.
Cool.
No wasting pickles.
Yep. Then after the pickle eating contest, they had a weird play. A very strange play. If I remember correctly, it was a play on how if you borrow pencils, you would go straight to hell. I'm not lying. It was an actual play about a kid borrowing a pencil from a classmate, and he went to hell.
Let that be a lesson to him.
Yep. I'm just like, no, this ain't right. I gotta get out of here.
Man, I better write that down. You got a pencil I can use?
Oh no! That's how it starts, Neil.
Was it kid and play?
It's like a worse version of the if you give a mouse a cookie. Now, if you give a child a pencil, they'll start reading, and reading will send them straight to hell. Yes.
Carol points out, never a borrower be. Oops, hang on here. Never a borrower be.
Then, like the closing part of the church time, they were doing like a whole mass praying where everybody closed their eyes and like prayed to God. I'm the only one that didn't, and I'm just standing there looking at all the kids looking back at me, mean glaring me like, oh, I'm gonna die! Like, hurry up, open the doors, let me get out.
Oh boy! And miss all that fantastic crucifix macaroni art. I mean,
they made us do that. I remember that. We had to do a crucified Jesus with macaroni. Then we did something with like pie crust. And then we had to do a card saying how much we love Jesus and how much he loves us. And I'm just like, this is weird. Like, how do people do this every day?
Oh, this was you got them on a good week. They had arts and crafts that week. that was a popping party.
Yep.
It was going off over there.
Well, I don't know. Apparently, if you sit around the campfire, Moses' dreidel thingy appears over top of the campfire and demands macaroni art. I require macaroni art. So maybe that's what you guys had to do.
Show me that you love your eternal God with macaroni and pipe cleaner, please. Maybe construction paper.
Sporky.
Yeah, Sporky.
Yeah, that church I got in trouble because after the play ended and everybody did their prayers and stuff, we were like leaving out of the church, and I'm like stuck in this huge crowd of people trying to find my sister so we could like call home and call home and get home. So as I'm like in the middle of this crowd trying to find my sister, this kid just comes out of nowhere and starts punching me in the back of my head, and I kept telling him to like stop. And we had all these adults just standing there laughing at us as this kid like beating on this disabled girl. I'm like, come on, man, I'm disabled. Leave me alone. And he wouldn't stop. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I turned around and I started punching him. And that's when my sister came out of nowhere and grabbed me by my arm and dragged me out saying, you ain't supposed to be doing that in the house of Christ. I'm like, dude, you weren't there. He was hitting me. I was defending myself.
How dare you defend yourself in the house of the Lord?
Yeah. So that was my first experience of church. Never went back.
I wonder why.
Again. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it does get a bit better.
My sister tried to take me back to the church for a summer pool party for the little kids. I'm just like, church and water? I've been already baptized. I don't need to do this again.
And who knows what kind of shift they would have had fun at your expense there, right?
Second Corinthians, I think they talk about the church should have a pool party every 6 months or something like that. Very biblical, the church party part. The pool party.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Yep.
So, growing up with folks like that you had, did they ever Like, what were the holidays? Like any religious type holidays, like Easter, Christmas kind of thing. What were those like around your place?
We celebrated all the holidays. It's just that like personally, my parents believed in God, but they never really like try to force it on us, on me and my sister. But they were like, yeah, there's a God, there's a devil, and no matter what we do, we're going to hell. But you kids will be saved. I'm just like, why are you guys going to hell? They're like, just because no matter what we're going to do, we're still going to go to hell. I'm just like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, also, it got really, really weird. You know that movie Passion of Christ?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very weird because I had to sit there and watch it with my parents, and during the time, the scene where he was being like tortured, like being whipped, and then had the crown of thorns on him.
The horny part.
My parents, they're all bawling, crying like little kids watching this, and I'm just sitting there looking at them like, what the fuck is going on?
This Jesus guy is totally not making it to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
People were wondering what variety of Christianity there was no real variety of Christianity that the family followed, more or less. However, they did have you baptized in Protestant, correct?
Yep.
And you do have other family members that consider themselves Catholic, etc., that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
What about like family, like your other family, other than your folks? You had mentioned that you had some family that you would consider to be religious. How did they try to influence any of these situations?
Oh, I think it would have to be like my really religious aunt. She like every Christmas she gives me and my sister religious things, like religious God loves you postcards, believe in God, trinkets. She even bought me this Adventure Bible New Testament for Kids Bible like last Christmas, and I'm just like, I don't believe in this.
I didn't see that. Can you show that? Show that there. Is it like a big book of Find Jesus or something? Like a Where's Waldo? Like locate Jesus kind of thing?
Yeah,
just like being crucified in the background somewhere.
Oh, I see. So it's basically a Bible. With
like
choose your own adventure.
Yep.
Nope, you go to hell. Damn it.
Oh,
yep.
No.
Damn it, you go to hell. Damn it.
The same religious aunt who kicked my father out of her place when he was like 18 because he happened to have a marijuana sticker on the side of his speaker. She saw that and she just kicked him out. She's like, "No, you don't belong here." Yeah. Like I love my aunt, but the religious stuff is just not my thing. And I try my best to like be like, "No, thank you, no, thank you." But she's like, "No, take it, give it a try, I'm like, fine, I'll take it.
Yeah, I needed some extra rolling paper.
Yep. The 3 other Bibles that she tried giving me, I let my nieces and nephew destroy them.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Like I said, each Christmas my aunt tries to give me a Bible. The 3 other ones that she gave me, I give them to my niece and nephew to let them destroy, because my sister and me taught our niece and nephews that God isn't real. He's like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Which I mean, sure, that's the way I think of them too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just another mythological being.
Yep.
Humans are pretty inventive. We can come up with all kinds of crazy shit, right? We have a great imaginations, and there was a time when we didn't have answers for things, so we just made shit up.
Yep.
Right. So just to quell our curiosities at the time, and ultimately you get older and you realize that no, there's no Santa, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no what was the great pumpkin?
Yeah.
There's no unicorns. There's no
Are you calling
fucking
it-
dragon.
Are you calling JR a liar?
Santa's real. Yeah, because he is Santa. That's why it's just he's just taking a break. That's what it is.
Empirical evidence for Santa, right there. JR is literally in the chat right now, and now everybody knows Santa's real name. You just dox Santa.
Just dox Santa. So Michael says that you guys vid chat quite a bit.
Yeah. Me and him are good friends.
You've been in the side chat, right? You're the blue ninja thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a ninja too, you know.
Yes.
Who thinks he's a ninja?
Fuck you. Hang on.
I'd be ninja.
Fuck you, buddy.
Pause for dramatic.
Got my kunai and my stars. Come on, man.
Oh, you're lucky. That's cool.
You're lucky all my stuff's upstairs. Actually, all my stuff's in my car. My car is one big Weeb-mobile.
Yeah. It's true. I've been in that car.
It's all anime and video game references from head to top. Head to top. There you go. Head to top.
I kind of did that to my new car too. I got the Leaf logo on there now, and Jack Skellington on there now, and both the Mandalorian skull and the Mudhorn skull on there, and
that's on Mando.
That's great. No, I know, but still geeky stuff, right?
No, my Mini Cooper, that's where I put the Mudhorn. I got a silver Mudhorn emblem. That's on Mando. I got the same one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I got you know how you can get such and such edition vehicles? I got the best car edition, and I got it stuck on the back of the car. people are like, is that real? I'm like,
yes.
No.
Yes, it is. This is a Star Wars exclusive car. It cost me $17 trillion. George Lucas tuned this engine.
My packaging wrap
did the tires.
This is great. My packaging wrap is betraying my ninja skills.
It was done by
Ninja ASMR.
It was packaged by a higher skilled ninja. So
That's right.
A normal person would never have been able to get in there. So
that's right. That's right. With that sticky tape and stuff on there.
Damn you, tape. So did you grow up, Olivia, did you grow up with a lot of like purity culture stuff? Was there a lot of stuff that you weren't allowed to do because God or anything like that?
No, not really. I wasn't allowed to cuss. That was it. Like every time my mom would say, God damn it, she would say, oh, sorry, Lord. Sorry, Lord. I'm just like,
doing
does nothing.
You're doing the John Travolta.
Yeah.
No one heard you, lady. It's fine. It's just me in here.
Also, when I was like a kid around what was it? Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I used to live at my grandmother's house when I was like from the 2nd grade to the 11th grade. My grandma's house was like haunted by my deceased grandfather's spirit. He would terrorize us, right? So one time back when I was kind of like believing in God, I would go to the dining room and like get on my knees and pray to Korean Jesus, because my grandma was like
Korean Jesus.
Yes, there's like Korean Christians and Korean Protestants.
I think I've seen a picture of them. I think I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah, but my grandma on the mantle of the fireplace had a figurine of Korean Mother Mary and Korean Jesus. And one night I prayed to Korean Jesus to protect my family from my grandfather's evil spirit, thinking that he would actually protect my family. Guess what? Didn't work. The haunting still continued. I'm just like, why?
Well, I'm sure these hauntings were probably explainable, because there's no such thing as an afterlife. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, I was a kid back then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure.
No,
and I believed in that
bastard.
shit one time. I believed in that stuff too a while back, but That's all right.
I'm still on the fence for a lot of stuff because I see weird stuff on the internet. I'm like, maybe it is real.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like that. Like, I'm like half and half. Like, it may not be real, but if it is, it is. Like, cool. But yeah,
like if I could make a really good joke online, I'll pretend believe in anything because it's funny. That's as far as the seriousness I'll take on all that.
Yep.
Yeah, I often, people that do believe, I always, I have a series of questions that I ask them. I said, okay, so if you survive your death somehow, what part of you survives? Right?
The PP.
Because we don't, pretty sure we don't have souls, right? So
you listen to some good blues and tell me there's no soul.
I still use the term soul for music.
Yeah.
I think it should be a musical term. Give it back to religion.
Yeah, fuck that. You have a picture of a ghost that you took?
Somewhere I do, but I can't remember where I put it.
The ghost made you forget.
Yeah, because back when my dad was like a young adult, like when he was like 18, he used to play with a Ouija board that was actually handcrafted by a witch doctor. Yeah.
Witch doctor.
Yeah.
Bing dang, walla bing bang.
Oh my god, I forgot about that song. Oh.
Yeah. Like ever since he played with that Ouija board, like weird things started happening. Like one time I remember clear was when we were living at my grandma's house. My dad was like on the retaining wall in the backyard watering the fruit trees on the hill, and all of a sudden I just see my dad like get launched like 4 feet in the air and fly across the backyard and land on his neck. Like I was just watching watering the trees, and all of a sudden you just see him go. I'm like, what the hell? And my dad like. I ran over there to help my dad get up and stuff, and like he's like, somebody kicked me. Did you kick me, Olivia? I'm like, no, I was like sitting on the bench 20 feet away from you, watching you water the trees, and then all of a sudden you just flew in the air and landed on the ground. And he's like, I feel like I felt somebody's foot actually kicked me in my back. So he took his shirt off and turned around, and there was like a 11-inch long footprint on his back. Like somebody literally kicked him, but nobody was near him. And that's when I grabbed my DS, because at that time DSs were like popular with kids.
Yeah. And
the DS had like a camera function where you could take pictures. So like I was taking pictures of my dad because he had like a bunch of cuts and scrapes from when he fell and landed, and I was taking pictures of him, and like the kitchen window behind him there was like a ghostly white face staring at us, and I'm like, Dad, look at this. He's like, oh, that's Joker, because like when my dad played with the Ouija board, he supposedly didn't close it. He left it open, and what they say. Yeah. So, Dad's evil spirit that supposedly follows him, we nicknamed Joker, tried to kill my dad in the backyard in front of me.
I'm the ghost of all of those chocolate pickles. You crunched me up with your teeth. And now I'm
thinking that it's possible that there's another explanation for what happened.
Olivia kicked him, and she lied. That's the obvious thing. Olivia kicked the shit out of him.
Was it me?
She did a roundhouse to his back. Just what? Shit out of him. It's like, whoa, ghost.
Yo, Olivia, you shouldn't really beat up your dad. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't
sorry, Dad.
You can't kick all your problems away, Olivia.
I kicked him with my cross teeth.
Yeah.
Just wailing at him. Woo!
You could have thrown it.
Yeah, right?
Left the footprint. He is
terrific. And I kind of followed in my dad's footsteps because, like, I really didn't believe there was, like, actual spirits and demons. So I followed in my dad's footsteps, and around middle school, I would make my own Ouija boards and play with them. And my whole family freaked out. They're like, dude, you need to burn it. You need to get rid of it. I'm like, dude, it's just cardboard. It's not going to kill you. And just like my dad, I didn't close the Ouija board. So weird things happen. And now I have supposed evil spirit thing that follows me. And everybody that has seen it, they say they see a tall, dark shadow that just stands there and watches them when they sleep.
I like to watch people while they sleep. Everybody else has hobbies. I don't know why.
So if evil spirits are real somehow, Dad has Joker and I have Shadow Man. And they do mess with us. Like, they will actually, like, slap plates and bowls off the table. They will make stuff disappear. Or you'll see them like a tall shadow just standing and staring at you. Or they'll actually speak. Like, in a deep, inhumanely voice, they'll be like, hey. Or they'll call your name.
Hey,
like,
hey, Olivia.
Yep.
Is this thing on or am I on mute? Is this working?
Olivia.
Olivia.
So it's like, for me, it's 50-50. It's like, I don't really think it's real. I think it's just a hoax, and Ouija board's a fun board game. But then at the same time, it's
not even fun.
Maybe.
It's like, what? You put your fingers
like
on,
if this Shadow Man is real, I would like him not to mess with me.
Yeah, I think if we have a tendency to believe in certain things, our brains will play to that tendency.
Yeah.
So it will start creating situations that will seem to you like you're being haunted.
Yeah.
Our brains literally trick us all the time. So you'll think you saw something or you'll think you heard something, and honestly, it's coming from here.
Yeah.
So, and then we just figure out ways, because that's just the human nature thing to do. We come up with these reasons as to why it happened. So we start to make up things. Well, I can't explain it, so there must be some unseen entity. It's just like religion. Some unseen entity that's playing tricks on me. When really, it's just your brain doing what it does. Because I used to think all that stuff was real too. Until I did a little studying. I got right into neuroscience for a while. So I did a little study, some online studying and stuff, like taking actual courses through Great Courses Plus and whatnot. So, and some of the things I learned is just like, holy shit. And then you think back to certain situations, you're like, yeah, I could totally see that being the reason why I used to think what I thought. So it's always good to take that kind of stuff with a grain of salt. I mean, there are lots of people out there that believe that there's an afterlife and believe that you can somehow survive your death. I no longer believe that, and I once did. As a matter of fact, the original thought behind one of the songs I wrote, that's actually the intro for the after party, Immortal Realm, was like there was some other realm out there that we can live in after we die. So it was based on that, but and I still sing it, and I still kept the song because it's a part, it's a part of who I was at one time. So basically, most of my music explains some part of my life. So things I was going through, shit that I don't like Dollhouse is one about the child sex slave industry.
Oh,
so, I thought it was about dollhouses.
No. Neil, the 604 spirit science guy. Jesus. No. Anyway, so Olivia, any of your other relatives ever try to push you into believing in Jesus or God or anything like that?
Nope. It just like my parents and my crazy aunt. Like, even though my grandma was in a Korean Baptist church, I wasn't allowed to go to her church because I was white. I wanted to learn Korean and stuff, and she told me to my face, I'm not allowed to go to her church because I'm white.
No, get out of here.
Yeah, my grandma's pretty racist. Yep.
Wow.
So she took my cousin, who looks.
What does she think you're going to do? Turn everyone else white? It's like, what?
I guess.
Given enough time.
Yeah, my grandmother never liked me or my sister. But she liked all her other nieces and nephews. But just me and my sister were just.
But don't you have Korean in you?
Yeah, only like 23%. But I guess that's not enough.
Still, I guess not. You're not even quarter ass doing shit, let alone half ass, I guess, right? So that's wow, that's just shitty.
Yeah.
Family too. Like, what is wrong with you? Unbelievable. Man, you know what, Olivia, for meeting you like virtually in person kind of thing, and just seeing how you are, you seem to have a smile on your face most of the time.
Yep.
It's like you just let all this crap just roll off your back. Like, fuck it, whatever. And that's amazing. So kudos to you, by the way. That's absolutely amazing, because there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to do that. They wouldn't be able to take this shit and just go, whatever, and just keep going, right? And have their happy life. But you seem to have accomplished that, and that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I got to tell you.
Unfortunately, a lot of people have the same thoughts, but then they still go to church every Sunday for years with the doubts in their head, and it's torture for them. So good for you for getting the hell out of there as soon as you could. As soon as it was no longer necessary, you're like, I'm out.
Air doesn't want skepticism taught in school. I don't think skepticism in and of itself should be taught, but critical thinking should be taught.
Isn't that the same thing? I think we're splitting hairs.
Nah, skepticism is... critical thinking is a method of skepticism, but I think they should teach people how to think, not what to think so much. Of course, they're going to still teach you the scholastic shit that you should be knowing, like maths and sciences and languages or whatever, even arts and stuff like that, which is great. And I loved all that shit. I liked school, so.
Well, kiss it all goodbye, Neil. The Republicans got the school board.
I know, motherfuckers. Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna be able to fucking play. It's gonna be a whole generation of no instrument players.
Great. They're still gonna be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh, or
one can only hope.
Nope. Yeah, or Pokemon or something. Like, holy shit.
That was the
anyway.
The Antichrist when I was a youngling was.
Uh-oh.
Them Pokemons is just that Japanese porn.
Oh yeah, Pornamon.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not hentai, bro.
Was that Shadow Man that just walked by? Oh no,
he's here.
Major buzzkill there, Mikey. Hello, hellbound hillbilly.
There's nobody in the room.
Just you.
Yep.
Whoa, what was that then?
A ghost.
Clearly. Oh no, I'm looking around. There's nobody in here. Weird.
Lies.
What else is there? Oh yeah, I had a Christian aide when I was in school who was a shitty ass person. Yeah.
Hold on. What is a Christian aide?
Well, she was she works as an aide to help disabled people in schools, like, because the surgeries that I had I had problems going to the bathroom, and I had an aide that was supposed to help me go to the bathroom whenever I needed to, but she couldn't even do her job.
Really?
Yeah, like it started like when I was in the 3rd grade. Like, I would go to her in the middle of class, tell her, "Hey, I need to use the bathroom now. It's an emergency," and she would tell me to shut up, go sit back down. You're just trying to find excuses to get out of learning, and that would make me I would end up using the bathroom on myself in front of the whole class. And this this happened like multiple times throughout my elementary school days. And then then when the other students tell the teacher that I used the bathroom on myself, she would get mad, take me to the bathroom, and she would be telling me I'm stupid, I'm ugly, and she would threaten to hit me too.
What?
Yep.
Did you report
Like
her?
the way she had me on my arms would leave bruises, and when I would go home, my mom and dad would be like, where did you get those bruises? I'm like, this is a thing I just like fell or I was playing around for the park.
Oh fuck me! Did you report her at all?
I wanted to, but at the same time, I didn't want to do all that. I don't like confrontations. Like reporting her would have just been more problems. So I just like endured it like my school life.
Right. Air says that's fucking horrid, and it is. It absolutely is. And guy who gears says, when life gives you Christians, make Christian hate.
Like in the first and second grade, I liked going to the playground to play on the swings at school, and she would like yell as loud as she can in front of the whole school at the playground. Olivia, you're too fat. Get off the swings before you break them.
Oh please, fuck off! Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
There were also times that she would there was also times that she would like make fun of me of how like I would draw or write, and then she would get other students to chime in and make fun of me. Like, cause like one time it was like Valentine's Day, and I was like trying to cut out hearts, and I didn't do them right, so she would laugh at me, make fun of me, say I'm stupid.
Unbelievable. You know, I got picked on a lot as a kid too, so I know what that's like. And I guess you and I are, cut from the same cloth. I think because I was able to do sort of the same thing. You know, I just whatever. Because I ultimately got bigger than all the people that used to pick on me.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden they wanted to be my friend. So I was like, sure. And the rest is history. Yeah, and I agree. So you had to deal with that shit because that's horrific. Yeah, and
Trust me, when I graduated high school, I was sad because I was away from that bitch. I'm like, yeah, free. And there were also other altercations where she would attack other kids too. Like I remember 2 altercations. Like in 3rd grade, there was this like chubby kid just like me. He was like kind of like standing in the way, but there was enough room for my age to like walk by. But she didn't do that. She had to make a huge scene calling him fat and childish. Like pretty much she said everything to just make him just break down and cry. And his mom had to come and pick him up. And like everybody in the classroom was trying to tell his mom what happened, like what my aide would start saying to him and stuff. And that's when my aide came behind her and whispered her and said, "No, they're lying. Don't listen to them. And the mother listened to my aide and not us, and just took her son.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because just felt like making that shit up. Like, oh man, wow! And she believed the aide over her own child.
Yep. Another time, there was this cool kid that I used to hang out with. His name was Max. He was kind of like a punk. He would run his mouth, press adult buttons and stuff. So one time we were lining up to go to lunch. We were already in the line at cafeteria, and the teacher was asking Max where was his lunch card. He's like, I forgot it. I left it at in the classroom. So my aide volunteered to take him back to our classroom so he could get his lunch card. A few minutes passed, and he came back with his lunch card, but he was holding his face like this. And he goes to the teacher. He's like, I got my lunch card, but my aide, her name was Miss Carter, but Miss Carter hit me in my face. And yeah, there was a red hamburger on his face.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. From what he said, he said he wasn't he said something and she turned around and smacked him in the face. And then Miss Carter came and talked to told our teacher that he's lying, don't listen to him. He was in my he got accidentally in my way when I was trying to pull something and he got hit. And he's like, no, you hit me on purpose because I said something you didn't like. And like they were arguing, and the teacher's like, okay, enough. You need Max, you need to stop lying, and you need to get in line and get lunch. And then the teacher and Miss Carter took off and went somewhere. So yeah.
She can explain all that shit to the judge.
Yeah. That's abuse, and there's no way that should happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you wouldn't see that happening today because that teacher or aide or whatever would be taken down like that.
I had a teacher grab. I used to wear bib overalls because they were very stylish, and a teacher came up from behind me and grabbed and like yanked him to stop me from, I guess, walking down the hall because I didn't hear or something like that. And I gave her the nastiest look ever. I'm like, my mom will be up here later. And I didn't say nothing else. I was just like, fucking my mom went up there. She was none too happy. So you use your words. That's what you tell the kids. That's what I want you to do. Use your words. Don't put your hands on my child again. I was like, use your words, lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be back for your ass.
Well, all I know is when I was growing up and I was in school, which was a long time ago, I rode my brontosaurus to school. We used to get, like the stick, like they'd hit you with a stick or whatever.
Oh yeah, I used to get hit with a ruler in 2nd grade.
Yeah, it was hardcore. And I would say, if I would have said something like that, Mikey, my mom's gonna be up here, then the teacher would have been like, yeah, and we'll both be beating you. So like back then,
throws her an extra stick.
Yeah, a lot of the adults and kids that I went to school with went to the same church as my aide. So when she would tell the adults that this kid or that kid is lying, they would believe her over the kid because they went to the same church. So like, I guess abusing children was normal to them. Like, she would threaten to hit me, but she would never actually do it. I was anticipating. I'd be like, come on, hit me. That's all I need, and you'll be gone. But she then stopped and just resorting back to like bullying tactics, like making fun of how I dressed, making fun of how my hairstyle was, making fun of how I did things. Just that stupid stuff.
What's the expression? Come on, people. Judge not, yet lest ye be judged. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in your lane.
So apparently, Carol found out that 19 states still allow corporal punishment in schools.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing in today's day and age. Absolutely shameful, Carol. Absolutely. Because all you're doing is teaching kids to solve their problems with violence.
Yep.
That's what it is, right? Every once in a while you get lucky and there's a kid there that's smart enough to know that that's not really how you do things, and you take your punishment and you deal with it later. But because I never used violence to solve anything, and I got my ass kicked all the time from like my dad or friends, or well, not friends, but people that didn't like me, stuff like that. But I never used it against other people because but not everyone has that ability. Right? They might actually think, well, if I do something wrong and I get hit, then maybe I'm allowed to hit people when they do something wrong, right? It's like some people actually make that leap. So it's unfortunate, but
yeah, I was a good kid. I got whooped once because like in 11th grade, me and my aide got into an argument over paperwork. Like supposedly I didn't do like a math problem the way that she did it, and we got into like a huge argument. And it was around Christmas. And she's all like, keep acting like that. Santa's not going to get you anything. I'm like, I don't believe in Santa Claus. And I started walking away. So you know what she did? She called my mom and told my mom that I was cussing her out and stuff like that. And so when I got home, I got my ass whipped by my mom because I supposedly was talking back to my aide, and I'm like, I never did that. Why? Like, why would I? Like, I'm a good kid. Why would I do that?
Possessed by demons. That's why.
Yep.
They made me eat chocolate pickles, and this is all I can think to do.
Yeah. We've come full circle to the chocolate pickles.
That's what we call a callback in the industry.
That's right.
Then yeah, then sometime in 12th grade, one of our teachers was doing like a questionnaire game, and the question was, do you think marijuana should be legalized as a medical drug? And I raised my hand for yes. And that set off my egg. That pissed her off. She, in front of the whole class, was yelling at me like, "Why are you so fucking stupid? Why would you raise your hand and legalize weed? That is a drug. You want to be a deadbeat stoner?" I'm just
Hell
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Those guys
I didn't
have it all
say anything.
figured
I
out.
just kept quiet and ignored her. Cause like just cause I accept a marijuana as a drug doesn't mean that I'm stupid or I'm a deadbeat. Or a dropout, like
I mean,
no.
You're also a student, so her thinking that, that
Yeah.
you're supposed to, you have this grand idea about society. Well, why don't you just go to work and work hard? She's a child. Children are allowed to say things.
Mm-hmm.
She's a baby.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been.
What do
nothing
you
but
do, man?
Like
You
2003. Like, come on.
Just shake your head. That's all you can do. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Some people. Well, Olivia, we've pretty much closed up on the hour here, so
Yeah.
I think we'll get into the after party, of course.
Michael's
Okay.
not invited.
Pretty sure. Pretty. Yeah. No, we had to. Michael's just he's too much, man. We had to put a ban on him. So
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Mike. Anyone that would like to be involved with the after party, just let us know, and we'll get a link to you.
Okay.
We do take a break in between the two shows, guys. So we'll probably get her going around 6:30 ish, somewhere, maybe a little before, maybe a little after. It just depends on how things go. Anyways, thanks, Olivia, for coming and sharing your story with us. As I know, some of it sounded like it. It's a little tough to talk about, but you're a trooper, man. The shit just rolls off your back, and you come out and you're still positive. And I think that we need more people like you that have this positive attitude, even in the face of bullshit that you had to go through. Definitely. So bravo to you for coming and sharing with us. Thank you very much again. Kira also sent you a big purple heart. I mean, it is Valentine's Day, right? So
yeah.
We are going to get into an after party. Wait, I already said that. The link is below if you want to just hang out in the chat.
Okay.
If you would like to join us, no, I'm speaking to the audience now, Olivia. If you just like to hang out in the chat, you're welcome to do that. If you want to join us, like I said, we'll get you a link. Just let us know. Facebook, Twitter, whatever, some way or another. If you don't have either of those, you can reach me via email, which is also linked below. There's all sorts of links down below, including one for Olivia's Twitter account, if you'd like to follow her on Twitter. Thank you, Stormover, for viewing on Twitch there, by the way. And thanks, everyone, over in Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube here for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Thanks to our amazing members. We now have memberships. You'll see a little join button below if you want to become a member, and your name too can appear green, just like weed. Yeah. Or like the Canadian $20 bill right there. There you go.
Ballin'.
Made of plastic and has see-through. Look at that. Isn't that weird? And apparently Charles is going to take her place on this. So, oh yay! And like I always say at the ends of these interviews, like the late great Christopher Hitchens once said, "It's called faith because it's not knowledge." And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.